What's up, gamers? How the heck are you? My name is Epic Pins, and in today's grounded tips and trick video, we are finishing off our little series on what armor works best with the weapons you like to choose. I left this one to the end because I knew that it's kind of the all-around guy for me, and that's just how I feel, in my opinion. If you use these type of weapons, then you're pretty much covered for everything. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. Get to it. Alright guys, so if you're running around on the daily with your sword and shield combo, love it, by the way. I've actually grown super fond of this combo, like probably over this last update. It wasn't something I always used because I was always more into the two-handed weapons. Got much love for the spicy katana and even more love for my bow and arrow, but this combo is pretty good. So if you guys are running around with this, all hats off to you. It's an amazing combo. Or any particular one-handed mixed in with the shield. The shield's just honestly kind of overpowered, really good, because blocking is really good with this. I mean, it makes sense, it's a shield. But anyway, the reason I say that this kind of is an all-around because you can literally use whatever you want with this, to be perfectly honest with you, because you're getting more blocking strength with the shield already. Your sword, your one-handed, like especially your swords, are middle of the road when it comes to damage and how fast they swing. So if you have them leveled up, you're doing a significant amount of damage. Most swords do have slashing damage. Well, I guess there's really only one sword in the game that's one-handed, I believe. Yes. Like, so you are limited to slashing damage, so you have to pay attention to that. If there's bugs that are, you know, their weakness isn't slashing or their resistance is slashing, you might want to switch to some other one-handed weapon. The reason this is kind of mid is just you have good blocking with, or good damage resistance with the shield already. You're not so focused on if you want to wear light armor. There's always a great armor to use, and to me, I'm just gonna go right into it just because you literally can wear kind of whatever you want with this. And you, like I said, in every one of these videos, wear whatever you want. These are minuscule little things that could help you advance just a little bit better, but wear whatever you want. This game is super customizable, especially when you get into the mutation. Using mutations to compensate for any lacking either stamina regen or something like that when it comes to what armors you want to wear. That's why this game is honestly beautiful for a lot of people, just because you can do and wear whatever you want for the most part. Yeah, you might miss out on if you're trying to wear tier 1 stuff and go against tier 3 enemies. Yes, it's going to be annoying because you're going to take a lot of damage, but you run that risk. But like I said, throwing a shield on offers a lot more protection and damage, so helps out. The best armor, and this is gonna actually come to no surprise being that this is a Black Ant sword and Black Ant shield, is the Black Ant armor. It's one of the best, and it's actually pretty decent, especially if you take the time to level this up. Running around with this armor is pretty nice, because if you look at it, you already get pin cushion with black, so any damage done to you will reflect some back to its attacker, which is already nice. So you're giving off a little extra damage. Great. So any critical hits you give increase your stamina regen for a short time, which is basically allowing you to regen your stamina even faster every time you crit. So if you have, we'll go over the mutations in a little bit. So if you have Kupta grass on and you're getting extra crits in there, bam, doing great. This is where the kicker comes in. So if you have this armor on with this increasing your crit chances, you go over to the blocking, you also get crit after blocking. So you have a chance to increase your critical hit chance for a short time with a good blocks. So the more you're blocking, using the shield, which boost your blocking, it offers you more crits. So you should be pumping out crits pretty regularly wearing this armor. Now you do have the medium armor, which will give you a little bit less stamina to use, but with the extra stamina regen for every crit you hit, and for each blocking giving you a more chance to crit, and the damage being reflected back to people, this is a solid armor choice for your boy. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this setup right here. I mean, it's basically like it's been tailored to it, and obviously it probably was, being that this is the Black Ant sword, Black Ant shield, and Black Ant armor. Now, if you are later in the game and you want a little bit higher tier armor, the tier 3 armors, I recommend you just going for the roly-poly. It's obviously the tank, and throwing on the shield will offer that extra worry. Don't get me wrong, it's heavy armor, so you will be swinging a little bit less, not too much, probably a little bit less than you would with the medium armors, just because heavy does take off a little bit more stamina, but it's not a significant enough amount that I would worry too much, being that you're going to be able to basically tank whatever comes at you for the most part when you add on your mutations. And honestly, speaking of mutations, let's get to that. All right, this is going to come at no surprise, but if you're rocking a sword and shield, you might want to throw on Blade Master mutation, just because it does help with the combo attacks with the sword, reducing stamina costs, so even more reduction on stamina costs. I want to throw on Parry Master just to help with the blocks a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. I use it frequently. It's an considerable advantage when you're trying to block against, especially fast things like spiders and stuff like that. Throw on Coup de Grace as always. I think this is just one that you should just always have on, especially because this is going to increase your critical hit chance even more. So you have blocking boosting your critical hit chance, and you have Coup de Grace, so that you're getting a ton of chances here. So this is a powerful combo, and I don't think I ever realized that, to be real with you. I like to throw on stuff like just to fill it out, because you know that's only 2 obviously, but just to fill it out, if you want to throw in things like buff lungs just to give you even more stamina to help, if you, depending on what you're fighting, you can throw on poison resistance, things like that. Like just the rest of it can honestly be just kind of filled out how you're, whatever you're going up against, however you're playing. If you have, I always kind of have sharpshooter on as like a alternate 5th, just because I usually throw my bow out and that helps me with the bow obviously. But you have meat shield too, which does increase your health if you go in against anything like the Brood Mother, something like that. You might want to throw on meat shield just to give you the little extra there. Cardio Fan has its pros and cons, so try it out. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, I understand, because this exhaustion recovery kind of sucks. That's knocked down, and you don't want to have any of that. Like you don't want to not be able to swing or hit for a long period of time. So just kind of play with that and see how you feel. Other than that, guys, honestly, when I was making this, when I went to start making this, and I started looking at like the all of the armors, I literally went, well, obviously Black Ant armor should work better when you're using these 2 weapons because it's literally tailored to it, right? I didn't realize how much it actually, it literally fits it so perfectly. Like everything works together with this set. So try it out. Tell me if you guys like it. Tell me if it's something you play with, because if it is, I'd love to know your experience with it. Do you actually crit a lot? Is it something that everybody else should try? Leave in the comments below if it is like a setup that you use a lot. I'd love to know. And if you guys have any setups that you think just worked perfectly. Now, I went over specifically armor sets. I didn't do with any. Some people like to mix and match sets, mix and match pieces, because they, you get benefits from a lot of different sets. That way you may not get the set bonus, but the set bonus isn't always great. So sometimes mix and matching pieces work perfectly. If there's like some cool, crazy setup, some cool setup you guys do, please leave in the comments below so that people can read it so they know, hey, this works. Because you guys, just like me, have put a lot of time into testing and trying things out, and that some people just don't have the time to build stuff up and try it out. So they really come to YouTube, and they come to people channels like this, and all the wonderful YouTubers across YouTube that make grounded content. They check us out because they want to know, is it worth my time investing into leveling this up? Because if it's not, then that's a lot of time wasted that they went to making a set that just doesn't really work that well. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. If you guys wanted me to talk about anything other crazy that I don't put up, please leave it down below. And if you guys like this video at all, please hit that like button. It does help with the algorithm, and it does get it up there for me. I love you guys a lot. You guys have been absolutely incredible over the last few months. I have loved this game, and I love making content for it. If you guys end up liking me at all, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for any new videos I put out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.